this every day. Fuck me in the ass until you make me spray. I'm fucking gay. I hug men romantically. Drop your balls into my mouth. I really love the taste. Yeah, I'm gay. I need cum to start my day. 1 teaspoon of penis juice to keep the straight away. I'm fucking gay. Your hole was made for me. I'll crawl inside and live a life of quiet dignity. I'm fucking gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. And gay's my middle name. My first is also gay. Yeah, my last name is the same. I'm fucking gay. At least that's what they say when they see me dancing gaily in the big gay fat parade. Yeah, I'm gay. I eat the poo-poo last souffle and wash it down with piss like delicious lemonade. I'm fucking gay. And gay sex is my trade. Bottom to top, I'll call the lot and make it rain. Don't tell my wife. She's not about this life. She doesn't know I'm with her, cause she looks like a guy. Don't tell my kids. They never would forgive. They don't know that I'm the one who killing penis kids. Don't tell the cops. They'd confiscate my cock and lock me up in jail with all the burly tongues. Tell the cops I'm gayer than they thought. I've got a taste for man flesh and that will never stop. Cause I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. Guess what, I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. Cause I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. Guess what, I'm gay. I'm fucking gay. I'm fucking gay. They call me Gay Jack the Ripper. Cause I hate women and I'm gay. I'm like gay Jeffrey Dahmer. If he was normal and not straight.
I think we're gonna do one more.
Hey, yo, this next one is my truck song. Dedicated to all the fucks I've had in my truck. The last chick I dated had the truck for 1 day and had the fucker pimped up. Yeah, had this way painted. Got it bouncing up and down 6 feet off the pavement. Took the shit to her man who dropped the pan and drained it. Nah, about the issue of payment, let's come up with some way that we can both win with no money traded. Just throw in some burritos and we don't need to be making little calls to get your cousins back home rated. So where's May then? Fuck knows when I got hoes to the utmost, straight up pervading. Me around town hanging on to every statement. I'm a pimp, bitch. Let me fill up. Oh. 2 boats of ice cream, skin rash covered in flash burns on a mad dash to cups of iodine. Damn, I'm breaking out, suffering from making out. The bitches who eat nothing but refried rice and beans. God damn, you look nice in jeans, but if you don't want it, get bigger, stick to the iced teas. Cause it's a tight squeeze and a whip and it might be PTSD from all them ice creams. One for the shack, one for the road. White trash, blow out the back and then I'm gone. Now look at the love, man, I don't need white troubles. I need one thing and one thing alone. I need a hoe. One for the shack, one for the road. White trash, blow out the back and then I'm gone. Now look at the love, man, I don't need white troubles. I need one thing and one thing alone. I need a hoe. As I recall, this one time I had a horse-looking slut. Went to Vegas a day later, put down 20 bucks. Got married on the spot, got Elvis spinning, giving it everything he's got. Shaking so hard that Lisa Marie's heart fucking stopped. You're thinking that's as scary as it got? I started having dreams of burying a mare in a box, paying off the mob, yeah, the mayor and the cops, and for everyone else preparing the docks. They say shack living is whack living. Not true, there's black women who treat the shit like it's a sacrament. You and I know it's cause of my business acumen. We have a tin roof with 2 rooms to smack you in. Bitch, cook me a pot roast. Fine hot sauce, some coyote and cockroach. Bought chickens and pigs, but isn't it a bitch? I got 6 acres to dig, not even top bros. And 1,000-mile trip to Costco's, 1,000-mile stare on his bus hole. Sitting in the back, yeah, spreading for the cameras to upload. This white trash Mexican bang bus we just rode. Didn't think I'd be able to get this thing in your anal cavity. About to sit, poke at your navel till this black swollen up like an 8-ball. You gon' need staples. You been taking a fist like a pro, like a mean Jake Paul. Wait, now that you're up close and I got a good look at that pug nose and them puckered lips, girl, what the fuck are those nuts only your butt? Oh wait, is Pablo a man's name? Bro, I did not know. You can never tell anyone looking paso. Yeah, let's keep the shit between us and these dust roads. And I guess we gotta trust those two guys we've been with the whole time we've been having this truck towed. So it's one for the shack, one for the road. White trash, blow out the back and then them go. Now look at the love, man, I don't need white troubles. I need one thing and one thing alone. I need a hoe. One for the shack, one for the road. White trash, blow out the back and then them go. Now look at the love, man, I don't need white troubles. I need one thing and one thing alone. I need a hoe. That's what I need. No need a bitch to fold my socks. Suck my dick. Bitch, I ain't never cleaning these seats. Let me get a whiff of that filthy, stanky, filthy, stanky, squelchy. Mama will be proud.
Uh-oh. Wait, where'd it go? There it is.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy.
Yeah.
Get 15 minutes could save you 15%
Well,
or more.
everyone, happy Palm Sunday. I don't really, I mean, like, I am a religious individual, but I don't really talk about religion too much, excuse me. But happy Palm Sunday. How's everybody doing today? Basically, you don't know what that means. I mean, I imagine most people know what that means. If you don't, that means that Easter is next week. The holiday where we, another holiday where we throw around chocolate. Well, excuse me, where a lot of people throw around chocolate, and some people remember what Easter was about. I came from church to your opening music, and Whiplash is crazy. You're welcome. You know what's funny, chat? I don't really talk about religion that much because, at least in the online world, you know, IRL, you know, if you met me IRL and you wanted to talk about religion IRL, I would definitely have a good conversation about it with you. I think I would totally be okay doing that. I just don't like doing it in the online space, basically. Do you have the green Twitch? Yes, I do. Hold on. I can, like, throw a link out there. But I don't talk about religion a whole lot. However, I will say one time, just one time, and, you know, I'm not really going to make a big deal about it because I'm just not one of those kinds of people. But I did end up going back to church today. So, and it was pretty interesting. It was very, very interesting, you know? So, yeah, that was pretty fun. And so next week will be interesting too, I feel like. So, yeah, that was fun. Again, like I said, I'm not going to talk about it too much. I feel like my relationship with Christ is not really one that I like to talk about on camera very much because it's mine, you know? But, you know, I just figured I would mention that. It's kind of like, it took up a major chunk of today. I did that, then I had some self-reflection, all that kind of stuff. It was very fun. It was very fun. Thank you, Internet Zen. Here, let me unmute the thing. I don't think it'll play it, unfortunately, even though I just unmuted it. I'll read it out instead. Happy Palm Sunday to all my Christian chatters and Akko. And to the Jews, I hope you have a good, blessed Passover. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so whenever I don't work on Sundays, I think I'm going to try and prioritize getting that done. Anyway, chat, there is, I would have started earlier, but, and what might end up happening is, I end up talking about other stuff way too long, and then I get to the main topic of tonight very shortly, which is not really what I want, but you know, we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about first, because I got some other stuff that's not related to the cuckolding that I feel like is gonna be more interesting to go along with it, if that makes sense. First off, again, I hope you guys are having a good day. I had a good day. When I was done with church, I came home because I ordered. So as you guys know, if you were there on Friday, yeah, Friday, so like 2 days ago, I pulled a $200 like Pokemon card, and I was like, well, that's definitely not something I ever expect to do ever again. So I did the smartest thing that a guy who wants to protect a $200 Pokemon card would do, and I bought a I didn't buy top loader holders, which is I considered top loader excuse me. I considered top loader holders, but instead I got these magnetic holders instead, where they snap together. Basically, they're really nice, very thick, very well put together plastic. And I decided that I'm going to put all of my full arts in these, and probably any EX cards I get as well, because the EX cards are obviously like very, very important to me too. So now anytime I get a really nice card opening on stream, I'll go ahead and put them in these cases here that I have. Right now I actually have my 3D printer going, and it is 3D printing me a shelf that I will display some of my favorite ones on. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Serving up flat iron steak for dinner. Oh, that sounds nice. Are you offering some flat iron steak, my good friend? Because that sounds, I'll take you up on that. If you're offering, I will take some. That sounds pretty good, don't you know? Anyway. I also decided when it came to the Pokemon stuff, I now have a goal. And I was kind of terrified of the goal for a while, but I think that it is an obtainable goal. Chat, I have decided that I am going to completely get at least one copy. I already have a lot of copies of some of these cards already, but I'm going to get at least one copy of every Pokemon from the Pokemon Dex. And some of you might already be thinking that sounds absolutely insane. And the reason why you might think that's insane is because the amount of Pokemon that exist right now is 1,025. There's 1,025 Pokemon that are currently in circulation. I've started to like sort them into I have a binder here, and the binder is going to hold all of them. And I'm just going to work on it. Now, they don't have to be hollows or reverse hollows, but I am going to get them all. I'm going to get every single one. I'm going to put them in a binder. Just because, if for those that are asking why, the reason why is because I feel like if you want to collect things, you should not just collect things to collect things. I've seen people IRL that collect things just to collect things without a purpose, rhyme, or reason. And I personally don't feel like just collecting Pokemon cards to collect Pokemon cards is a good idea. Also probably isn't a very healthy or like a purchase conscious idea. So I have decided that I have to have a goal when it came to the Pokemon cards. And my goal is all 1,025. 25, yeah, I believe 25. So it's not obviously right now it's kind of hard to get some of them. I've also decided that the only way I can get these is through random pulls or through going to collector shops and trying to find them through collector shops. I actually visited a guy today because I was like, you know what, it's Sunday. I'm gonna go drive around a little bit because I don't have very many things to keep me down for today. And I just went driving around and I found a trading card shop. And I guess it depends on the trading card shop. But because common pull cards are so easy to get and so damn near repeatable, this guy basically said if you buy some of his other stuff, you can just grab as many of the commons as you want. So what I might do is I'm almost done sorting my what I currently have. Here, I'll let that go through.
Happy MommaOcco in chat.
Bless.
Unfortunately, I'm working in the sweat box for the Brown Warehouse. I'll be listening in as usual.
Brown Warehouse. I'm going to assume you're talking about UPS, but I hope you're having a good day, Stealth. I hope you're having a good day right where you live. So that's very cool. But yeah, the short and sweet is I'm working on getting a complete Dex. I imagine it will take me a decent chunk of time to do because of how many there are, but I do also believe that I have a good chunk of them done already. I'm going to finish sorting what I have. I have like 3 or 4 more types left I need to sort into my box. Let's see here. I've got the fighting type. I've got normal type. I've got, I believe that is metal type. Yeah, I believe I have metal type, and then I have dragon type left. And then once I'm done sorting all of them in, I will like take a stock of what I'm missing. I'll put it in a spreadsheet, and then we'll know what to go looking for, basically. My reactions are funny. I'm sorry. I mean, if that's a good thing, if that's a good thing, I hope that's a good thing. But you know.
Thank you, user, for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Jeb's left sock. That's an interesting name. Oh, goodness. Goodness. So yeah, that's just kind of like something that happened. Or something that's going on, excuse me. And I obviously will try to make a video of it when I am done with it, just to be like, hey, I did this. This is a cool thing. Please laugh. Yeah. Excuse me. Is there anything else I could think of for the opening here? I don't think so. Today is Sunday, which means that we have Dogwave here in a couple hours. We actually have a guest coming on in a couple hours. We're going to be having Cinevere. She is friend of Leon, who is friend of the show. So Cinevere is also friend. She's actually been on stream with me, I believe. Yeah, she was on stream with me when we played a friend slop game. So she'll be back. Oh, excuse me. She'll be back tonight for that. So if you like Cinevere, you'll enjoy her. Excuse me. She's also, I'd say she's pretty well versed in pop culture, you know, maybe a little bit of drama, but she'll be fun. She'll be fun. Temp, to answer your question, the answer is no, I do not. Anyway, I think I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to waste any time. I think we're just gonna get into the pain.
The trading cards I really want to get my hands on are the old Mars Attacks cards. Alien, those were brutal but awesome.
Mars Attacks. You know what? Here, I'll take a look at this. Oh, interesting. That looks really... Obviously, those are old. They look really old. Oh, wow. Here, I'm just going to pull open an image of a couple of random ones here. Oh, those look nice. Now, chat, when it comes to me and collecting, I collect because they look cool, and I just kind of like the art and all that kind of shit. But this looks neat. That's actually kind of cool. Obviously, it's very gory and very crazy. But like, you know what? I can appreciate it. See, back then, chat, trading card games weren't for like playing. They were for collecting cool-looking art or cool pictures of your favorite baseball player and enjoying your favorite baseball player. These days, there has to be a game attached to your trading card game. Otherwise, nobody is going to buy it because... for some reason, all things need to be a a game in addition to just collecting. But you know, it's whatever. It's whatever, and it's whatever. It's whatever. But you know, is what it is. Rumble is self-botted. We'll talk about that. We will talk about the alleged botting. The fact that the Rumble's owner is hanging out in Celestium's chat, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I'll have to ask her if he's reached out to her. You know, I'll ask her right now. I'm curious about that. We are going to talk a little bit about Rumble. Today. When she got canceled the first time? Interesting. Interesting. You know what, chat? Do you want to make that like the first thing we talk about? I feel like we can do that first. So, as you guys remember, where is it? Okay, so as you guys remember, TechTone said that he was going to be leaving YouTube and Twitch to exclusively stream on Rumble. Okay? Pretty much he's just done with YouTube. All right. Sweet. So let's look at how well his first 2 live streams did. Oh, is it not going to let me scroll? It will not let me scroll down because there is literally... Okay, hold on a moment. I'm just going to like pop this out here so that you guys can see it. Guys, I want you to take a look at the amount of views this man has on his channel for his first 2 live streams. We're just gonna like, can I zoom in on that? I can, just a little bit. Look at how many views this man got on his, these are live streams, by the way. These aren't videos, these are live streams. All right, streams that are done live. I am actually kind of curious here. We're gonna bop over to YouTube. I want to look at TechTone's streams when he was on YouTube. Oh, did he not ever? Why are none of his streams on YouTube? That's so weird. Huh. That's really weird because I know he did stream on YouTube. All right, let's go to Twitch. That is X. Okay, so wait, these are... Did he remove all of his VOD? He privated all of his VODs. Interesting. So I have nothing to compare to. But chat, his first 2 live streams, 1 day ago, after he was done streaming, it was 200,000 views. Now it's 243. His second live stream, 134,000 views. So I want you to vote, chat. Vote in the comments. Do you think that these are real views? Do you think that they're inflated in any way, shape, or form? Here, we're gonna not listen to that because he's definitely gonna be playing copyrighted music. So, chat, this is what kind of pisses me off here. He has only 1,000 likes to 28 dislikes. And only 150 comments. Okay. What about the second stream? What about the second stream? Nope. Shut that music up. 700 likes to 12 dislikes. And 22 comments. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm curious. Does Asmongold stream on Twitch? No, Asmongold streams on Kick. Here. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I want to see Asmongold. Asmongold. Does it show the Asmongold? Asmongold is live right now. Chat. Bro. Listen, chat. Listen. All right, we're just gonna we're gonna get real. Let me get real close. I'm gonna get real close to my fucking mic here. All right. Asmongold is a top 10 creator. All right, Asmongold, in my personal opinion, he is a top 10 creator in the world. In terms of content that he creates. All right. Now, Asmongold is diversifying his content. So maybe you can give him a little bit of leniency. But do I believe that Asmongold is getting 100,000 views on his stuff? I would be more willing to believe that than this guy. I'd be way more willing to believe that than this guy. This guy on his first stream, 243,000 views. What about Crowder's numbers? That's a good question. Is it still louder with Crowder? I am not spelling correctly. Okay, maybe it's just Crowder. It is just Steven Crowder. All right. Steven Crowder, what is his live streams doing? I might believe that. You know, I can probably believe that. And the only reason why I can believe that is because of how many people he has and how much traction he has. How many comments does this man get? Okay, you know what? I am more willing to believe this. I am way more willing to believe this. Okay? Fuck no. I do not believe that these are real views. I think that TechTone is fucking lying. Is that Crowder? Yes, this is Crowder's stuff. This is louder with Crowder. This is his live streams right here. His live streams are poking 1 million views, it looks like, at some points. This is like way more believable here. All right, I believe this. I do not believe this. I'm sorry. TechTone is botting, or somebody is botting for him. But this is fake shit. I'm sorry. I'm calling it right now. TechTone has admitted in the past that he bots. He said it on his comeback stream after his court case. He said that he bots. He admits that he bots, and he said, "Fuck you, I don't care." Basically, TechTone is fucking botting. He is fucking botting his live streams. And you know what sucks about that? I highly doubt the CEO of Rumble cares. He should care, in my personal opinion. Here's what sucks about this. I want to like Rumble a lot. And, you know, I'm trying to see if I can learn some more about Rumble. But Rumble is like taking on... Like, they took Dr. Disrespect. And I'm going to talk about Dr. Disrespect as well, by the way. Because Dr. Disrespect, I guess there's some people that are trying to hold water for him again. And that's really weird. But he took Dr. Disrespect right after Dr. Disrespect admitted to being inappropriate with a minor over the internet. And now he's taking TechTone, a guy that is being quote-unquote beat down. Well, why is he being beat down? Because he allegedly assaulted his OF girlfriend. And while it is not proven in a court of law, the way that TechTone acted and the way that TechTone got to the place he is, it's just like, this man should be toxic as fuck, and you should not want to touch him, because the way that he acts, it could literally, like, destroy him and anybody around him. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying that Rumble is a horrible channel, or excuse me, a horrible platform. I do appreciate that they are allowing people to have more freedom of speech. This is one of those guys where I'm just like, I don't know, man. I saw the ruling that you come forward with, and I don't feel comfortable with that. TechTone dropped off on his second day on Rumble, and his like-view ratio is very similar to Asmon's, so maybe. I don't know. I just don't believe it. I do not believe that this is real. I just do not believe it whatsoever. I think that he is botting. I think that maybe we'll see some kind. I love that. Bot army assemble. Bot army. That is hilarious. I love how this person right here, in order to cope, is saying everybody's botting. That doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it okay. Listen, this is what I hate. All right. I talked about this today with somebody where I said, I wholeheartedly think that when you shill for somebody or say the most egregious, retarded ass shit in the world, all right? Like when you just put the dumbest shit on people, like some of the stuff I see with Hassan. A lot of people claim Hassan is a pedophile because he went to that German brothel. Unfortunately, there's nothing confirmed, and Hassan has not been arrested. So you can't call him a pedophile. You can assume what he did there, but you have to be very careful to not call him one because he's not been convicted and he's not, as far as we know, being investigated. So you have to not give him a win by calling him that, because it is optically a good way for him to like push back on people. By the same token, when it comes to people like TechTone, where the man literally just got a judgment from the court after saying that he is schizophrenic and dangerous. All right. After he said he's schizophrenic and dangerous, man literally got a judgment from the court saying that he is not allowed to have guns for 10 years. And guess what people are doing? They're saying that, oh, it's an activist judge. And yes, it is an activist judge. I agree with that. It is an activist judge. And that probably colored some of her opinion on things. But when you see the tweets that he was making and when you hear what he was saying and how he was conducting himself, I'm going to be honest with you, I probably would have taken away his guns as well because I would have thought he was insane. So TechTone is a liability, in my personal opinion. And the fact that people are just okay with this, it kind of bothers me. It kind of bothers me. Because it's just like, there are good people in the world. People that aren't accused of that. Like, literally, again, look at fucking Asmongold. Asmongold himself is pretty much in zero controversy. All he says is that he thinks that you should carpet bomb Iran, which is insane. But, like, there's people that aren't embroiled in weird controversies that are toxic to the touch, and the fact that they are celebrating TechTone like this, it's just, I don't think this is the hero that people want. I just don't. I don't know. The UI is rough. No, it is. But I don't really care about Rumble's UI or anything. I just look at this and I'm just like, and the thing that bothers me is the CEO of Rumble is like celebrating it too, and I'm noticing a lot of upsetness. You don't understand Asmon's take? Well, I don't necessarily agree or disagree with his take, is what I'm saying. I say it's controversial because that's probably what pushed him over the edge. It's not that I care or not, if that makes sense. But like, I look at this and I'm just saddened, and I worry because I'm seeing some people saying that Rumble is now prioritizing only big creators when apparently originally they said that they would prioritize small creators, and people are saying that Rumble is trying to get all these other big people to come over to their platform, and you know, it's just like, I don't know. I have concerns is what I'm trying to say. And I want to like Rumble. I really do, because Rumble is a great platform that allows more freedom of speech. This guy is a liability. That's all I'm going to say. This guy's a liability. And either he or the platform is botting him. And I don't really like that. I don't really approve of that, because it just makes it worse for everybody else. It just makes advertisers want to pull out. It makes things worse for everybody, you know? So that's what I wanted to open on. Well, one of the things I wanted to open on here. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Every streamer is a liability. Okay, what I mean is Hassan is a Hassan is a liability too. What I mean is, because of his controversy and because of how he's conducted himself and how he chooses to act, I really don't think that TechTone is this morally righteous, right-leaning guy that everybody thinks. He literally, in his transcript, has said that he pivoted right-wing because he lost his audience. You know, that's my opinion. How's he involved in the VTuber community? At this point, I really don't know. He was really involved during the Cinder stuff and during the VShojo stuff, where he pretended that he knew things that I don't think he knew a single damn fucking thing about. And he just tries to put himself into situations that, in my personal opinion, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because he just tries to be the guy. He's trying to be the guy that everybody is like, oh, TechTone knows everything. We need to trust TechTone and go to TechTone for everything. He should stop streaming and look for a job? I don't know if he can. I don't know. What I'm saying is, what's the best for him to do? The best for him to do is chill the fuck out. That's what I think he should do. Because he's in this situation where he's just going really weird and going very hard. And I think he's going to hurt himself or hurt others. I don't know. Get off the internet and medicate. Probably should. You know. He probably should. He's a React Andy. He's just... I don't really know what to call him. I really don't know what to call him. A lot of streamers pivot. You are correct. However, in my personal opinion, there are some topics that if you want to pivot to, you should be a little bit more serious and try to not act like you're a know-it-all with something when you don't actually do. I think a lot of people forget that TechTone was way more paused, way more left-leaning, and way more progressive. And I think that was a grift as well, because it was in vogue to be more progressive. And in my personal opinion, he just goes where the wind is, basically. That's my opinion, is he just goes wherever the wind blows. And he's gonna... I think that if left-wing politics spring back up during the next election cycle, he will go left-wing again. Either that, or he'll go even harder into the right-leaning grift and say that he's being oppressed even harder. Because the oppression Olympics, unfortunately, is just something that both sides of the spectrum do. You know? You know. Only pivot if it's honest. True. See, it's just like, I myself try, I try to not be as political as other people. Obviously it happens, and, you know, some of my opinions get out. But I try not to do that thing where I just, like, go hardcore into that shit like he does. It's just like, broski. I try. Probably fail. I don't know. Anyway, let's start out with some miscellaneous news here, and then we'll get to the quartering. So, chat. Cringetone never had a single good take. I mean, I'm sure he had something that... here's the thing. He probably did have some good take, but it was probably stolen from another person, because TechTone steals all of his opinions and all of his things that he does. Allegedly, in my personal opinion. Javi the Noob earlier for 2 says, I want to get all the SF Universus cards. Look it up. Okay. I'll look it up later. A massive day for the unemployed. I agree. So, I saw this because V retweeted it. I'm sure everybody knows that BlackRock is like one of the biggest investment firms in the world. They've been buying all the houses. They've been buying farm. Actually, I believe that... I think Gates is buying all of the farmland. But they're buying a lot of shit, basically. And recently... okay, I'll back up a little bit more. They buy up everything, and they've been investing into ESG compliance-based shit for a long time. And the BlackRock CEO recently has admitted on television that the woke era was a failed experiment. So, and this is on Fox News. So we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna listen to what he has to say, and I'm gonna I think I'm gonna have a big laugh, in my personal opinion. I think I'm gonna have a really big laugh.
Do you believe the woke era a failed experiment? The ESG, the DEI, the kind of push for that. When you talk about things now, you talk in a practical sense, what we can do, what we can get done. Looking back at that, how do you see it?
Society moves, the pendulum moves all the time. In BlackRock's cases, we are responsible for managing money for everybody.
I can feel that he's already trying to not answer the question because he is not answering the question. It's been like almost 10 seconds. This man has not answered the question. He's just saying society shifts, and we don't really follow society. We don't really follow society.
And even today, as you said, maybe these renewables are less talked about it. I can tell you right now, we have many investors worldwide are investing in renewables, trying to emphasize solar and other things like that. We're working with Occidental Petroleum right now to building the best carbon capture factories in Texas right now. So do I believe the pendulum 5 years ago was too far? Yes.
You do?
Do I believe we're more
I do not believe that. I do not believe that in the least bit, my motherfucker. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
That's a big
Thank you.
That's a big dude.
Let's be honest. Tech1's role on the net right now is to be meme content for WestJet, like Kaya has become immortalized as a more positive influence on society and AI than Hassan Piker ever will be.
You know, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. It would probably be fair to say that he is memetic content, and he's memetic content for everybody like me to point at and make comments on. That's very fair.
I'm personally more pragmatic too.
I am probably going to sound like such an asshole about this guy, but this guy is like stuttering like mad. Does this man, does he not know how to is he stuttering because he's having an issue, or does he not know how to speak? If he doesn't know how to speak, I'm not going to judge him. But if he's stuttering like this, I think he's just kind of like afraid to answer the question.
And I believe...
But do you think BlackRock pushed some companies a little bit further left than you thought?
It was never our intention, because our job...
Bullshit. Bullshit. There is proof out there. There is proof, and multiple content creators, including Kirsch, have talked about this kind of shit. Bullshit. It was your intention, and it was what you wanted, and it has been... I don't know if he's the one who said it or somebody else did, but they literally went on record to say that it does not matter. They will do it. They will do it because they're not there to make money. They're there to push an agenda. So, bullshit is all I'm going to say.
Job is to be... I got to be a fiduciary to everybody who gives us money. Our responsibility, Brett, is to making sure if one of our investors wants to invest 100% in hydrocarbons in Texas, I'm investing 100% of the money in Texas. But if another state fund wants us to invest in, let's say, all green energy, we're going to do that. It's their money. But today, because of AI and the overwhelming... So
what he's saying is that his responsibility is to the people that give him money for investments. That's what he's saying his responsibility is. Again, I do not believe that is the case. I believe that he legitimately... I believe that the company legitimately went against the ideals of some of their investors and just invested in things because of an agenda. Or maybe the investors wanted things invested into because it was an agenda. I do not believe any of this shit that he's talking about right now.
We need for power and electricity. It can't just be one way right now. It can't just be hydrocarbons. So if you see what China is doing right now, China is rapidly...
Again, he's refusing to answer the question, by the way.
Building more nuclear than any other country in the world. They have the largest solar fields in the world, yet they're the biggest importer of gas and oil. And so to me, more importantly today, I think society has moved into a better position of having more pragmatism, and what you're hearing from me is I'm echoing what we're hearing from our clients.
He's afraid to say the truth because he doesn't want to take the consequences of being behind a conspiracy. No, that's fair. That's very fair. I would agree with that. What's more interesting is that Americans allow foreigners like this to have so much power. No, yeah, I agree. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. I feel like the person who wrote this post, he's not admitting that it's failed. I'm going to be completely honest with you. He's definitely not admitted that. Because, again, if he admits that, some of the fiduciary responsibility that he has comes into question, and he might get sued for that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. No idea. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's why he's like... I don't know why I'm having trouble speaking tonight, Chad. I'm sorry. But I have a feeling that's why he's obscuring the truth as much as he is. But yeah, it's just really funny to listen to him say like, we did what we were told to by the people that wanted to invest in us. And by the way, look at China. Look at China right now. China's like doing their own thing. And it's just like, I don't fucking care about China. I care about you. I care about how you're destroying the fucking country. But you know, it's just whatever. It's just whatever. He doesn't want to lose face. No. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Is his ego that big? I think that he just doesn't want to get sued. I legitimately think he just doesn't want to get sued. Oh, here's another clip, chat. Let's watch this. Let's listen to this other clip.
Do you believe the woke era?
Never mind. That is the exact same clip. I don't.
Do you believe the?
Why is why is the clip exactly the same? Okay. All right. Whatever. Cool. Chinese bullshitting and outlandish claims have one shot a generation of small billion. Yeah. Anyway, let's. I just figured I'd show that chat because I do think the pendulum has shifted. I did talk about this recently, where a big chunk of their investors wanted to pull out like a certain percentage of their money. And they were struggling to pull out that money for these investors. Like they had to liquidate quite a lot of their investments in order to pay back those investors. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to start shutting up and letting things go the way that they should be because they're losing money in record time. And you can't just let these kinds of things happen because you want to push an agenda. You have to literally follow what people want, and it sounds like they're finally recognizing the people don't want the bullshit that's been spewed. I mean, we'll get into it here in the politics section, but we're seeing more and more, and this could be literal Nazi propaganda, and I say that literally as a joke, by the way. But we are seeing a lot of EU countries just going completely red-pilled. It's actually kind of funny. So, yeah, it's just like that pendulum, and the pendulum shift has happened incredibly hard and incredibly fast. It's happened like within a year, where a lot of the stuff that has been happening over like almost the past decade has been reversed almost immediately. Not like completely. I don't want to give the impression that things are completely like reversed, because they're not. You know, people are still being like. People are still having cancel culture waged onto them. But I think that there is definitely a shift where people are saying, we don't care about this stuff. We want stuff to go back to the way, we want stuff to go back to the way things were, you know? So yeah, that's, I think that BlackRock is very late to the party of saying, okay, we'll just go the way that everybody else wants to go. Give me 1 second here. Anyway, they're doing what Denmark did a decade ago to fend off actual far-right parties. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm playing this clip purely because it is funny. I don't know if anybody has seen this. I caught wind of this, and I watched a bit of it just enough to know that I needed to watch this with you, chat. There is a delegate at the Canadian NDP Leadership Convention. I have no idea what that is. She, and by she, it might be he. I believe this is a he. I believe that they are F to M. I don't want to get it wrong, YouTube, but like this individual, I guess that they were handing out equity cards. I don't know what the fucking equity card is, but this individual, I guess, got pissed off that they were being interrupted by women when these equity cards were only supposed to stop men and not women. So let's listen to this. Let's see how this goes.
Point. Let's hear the point on microphone 1.
I'm sorry, just real quick, point of personal privilege. I understand there's very little time and for delegates to speak, but early on the mic.
I'm sorry, chat. I where are we at? 13 seconds. Listen, I thought this is okay. I feel like I almost need to give this person an apology, but then I'm immediately going to take it away. I thought this was the person we were going to be listening to. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm sorry. I thought this is who we were going to listen to. I thought this was an F to M. No, this is, I think this is what we're listening to right here.
Early on the mic, it's hard as a racialized and transgender delegate to sometimes use this card and speak to somebody in front of me in line and ask, hey, this pertains to multiple intersecting parts of my lived experience. I'd like to speak. I was rejected when I talked. And it's frustrating when these are my rights being directly under attack right now in Alberta, and that a cisgender woman had spoken over me. And I understand her rights are important too.
MommaOcco.
Point of personal privilege. I just had flashbacks to the DSA meetings from pre-2020. Why are you doing this to me, OCCO?
I'm sorry, chat. Like, my brain just died there. I mean, it was already going down, but my brain is literally just dead listening to this. I don't even know all of this shit that they're talking about. I'm going to try and break this down. I think they call themselves a radicalized transgender radicalized racial transgender individual, I believe. So basically, this is an Asian man that decided to become an Asian woman. And he's getting mad that a woman interrupted him while he was at the microphone. So this individual is mad that a woman was allowed to speak over them while in line for things. And I believe that this card is like supposed to stop that from happening.
This pertains to her too, but I don't know. I hope that in the future the federal NDP will also have a broader interpretation of the equity cards for speakers. That's all. Thank you.
I will invite delegates to assist me in better using the card by forming a straight line behind the microphone.
She knew immediately when she said that how fucked up it sounded. Not fucked up for you and me. This is funny as hell. Fucked up for her.
With a prominently displayed equity card, if I see speakers ahead of you who are not holding a card prominently, it would be wrong of me to guess about their gender identity, and I will come to you. This applies so far, according to your rules, for gender identities other than a dude, but it is open to us to change our rules as we like as we move forward into the bright and golden future. Thank you, friends. Let's hear the balloting co-chairs.
So yeah, apparently this green card, this equity card, only works on men. So they're complaining that a woman doesn't get to be counted in it, which is hilarious. Oh, fuck. I like this tweet here. I don't know how true this is. Okay, we're not going to look at that. That's funny. We're not going to look at that. They say hours later, they elected a middle-aged white Jewish straight man to lead the party. Oh man, that is Kiel Supreme, chat. That is Kiel Supreme, in my personal opinion. Holy shit. That is awesome. Hold on. Okay. Change your rules as you please. Interesting choice of words. Yeah. I just figured I'd play that because it was weird. All right, let's move on to something funny. I'm sorry. I'm just like my brain is like within the last 5 minutes of going through the BlackRock stuff and this, my brain has just like left me. When it's time for Dogwave, I think I'm just gonna raid you guys into temp just straight because my brain is like dying right now. This is funny though. So you guys know what Tenga is, right? Press a Y in chat if you know what Tenga is. You don't have to say it. You don't have to spell it out for YouTube. But press Y in the chat if you know what Tenga is. Okay, I'm going to wait just a moment. Oh, excuse me. I need a drink while I'm waiting here. Canadian here. The commies are terrified that Alberta will separate. If Alberta separates, Canada's fucked. I'm just going to be honest with you. Based off of some of the stuff I heard about how Alberta is like one of the big money makers for the rest of Canada, they're kind of fucked. I like going to the dogs channel. Perfect. All right. Chat, again, I'm not going to explain what Tenga is. All I'm going to say is that Tenga has decided to make bug zappers now. Tenga is making bug zappers now, and they have paired with a insect repellent company to repel bugs. It's very, very funny. Very, very funny. Is there actually a picture of the packaging? I'm curious. There is. Look at that packaging. That's amazing. You can use it for what? Wow. Listen. So here's what I will say. My knowledge of Tenga. It is a one-use item. This thing is a year use item. That's crazy. This thing has way more usage than their main product.
From MommaOcco.
Wait, Tenga, as in the computer accessories company?
No.
That Tenga?
No. No, not that Tenga. Not that Tenga. No. It is a single-use men's toy company. That's what it is. Again, like I said, I know it's like a one-use toy. Like, and that's what keeps it cheap, I believe. I think it's like... I looked it up once just to see if it was on Amazon. They are on Amazon. And it's like $10, I think, for you to buy one. And it is a one-use thing. It's just... Flashlights? Well, there's some kind of light. something Japanese toy. Yes. So yeah, that is combined with an insect repellent company to bring you year-long insect repellent. Don't know why, but it's funny. All right, can we talk about this for? Speaking of insects, chat. I feel like somebody has to pay me to not play this clip, all right? If you don't want me to play this clip, you need to... See, chat, a lot of you want a face reveal for temp, all right? A lot of you want a face reveal. You want to know what temp looks like. Some people have asked me. They've even DM'd me saying, "Occo, I'll give you the hot cheddar if you give me a face reveal." Okay? You show me Temp's very pretty face, I will give you money. Okay? Okay? Now, what you don't know is that this is Temp's face reveal. Gonna make a joke about Temp. An average NDP voter. That's mean. Let's listen to this completely rational looking woman interact with her audience on stream. Okay, I can't play the music.
VTuber with a jester / octopus mommy milf avatar.
Play the clip, Occo. I saw it on Twitter, so all of chatters must suffer too.
I do.
Did she just say that she's looking for the right spot to piss? I'm leaving. Don't leave! Is she actually saying she's looking for the right spot so she can take... That is disgusting. I legitimately do not like this woman. Whoa, buddy. Yeah. Whoa, buddy. This shit is wild.
So, okay, so keep in mind, this is MommaOcco's testimony, and the only thing I know is that she just gave me $20. So obviously I agree with everything she... No,
Thank you.
There is still time. Do not stray from God's law. Oh, it's already playing.
Yes. You know the thing that like scares me the most here? Let me see if I can reverse it a little bit. Can you see her going cross-eyed when she like gets head pats? That's like kind of creepy. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel incredibly creeped out, you know? Why the fuck is she doing do dogs do cross-eyed? She could do ahigao. Yeah, why is she doing the cross-eyed ahigao face when she's getting head pats? This is really weird, man. Like, again, I don't judge, right? I got friends who are furries. I got friends who are lolicons. I got friends who are into some weird ass shit that I would definitely judge them on. 100% I judge them on. But like, they're private about it, all right? They don't go out in public and say how much they want to fuck their sister or how much they want to be weird as a furry. All right, all of them have a little bit of shame, and that is why, you know, they're my friends, because like people that don't have shame, I'm kind of iffy about, you know. Why the fuck is this woman given an ahigao face while getting head pats? She's got fangs. She does. Oh, dear sweet baby Jesus. I hope those are fake. Chat, you know how expensive it is to get like crowns on your teeth? If she got crown fangs on her teeth, that would just you take me right now. Take me right now.
Whoa, this is the best part. Can you get behind my ear right there? Right there? Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right. I am not going to subject you to that anymore. Not going to subject you. Nose ring. You're right. Septum ring theory. Septum ring theory, chat. Whoa, it's septum ring theory. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, she's got milkers.
That is a filter. Just saying.
Is it
also,
really?
Beam me up, Elon. Send me to the moon. Get me away from Earth and Washington State.
I believe that Elon can do it. I believe in you. I believe that you can escape. All right, so we're going to talk about something wholesome before we move on to the quartering. I did have some politics, but we only have about an hour and a half left. If I can get done with it quickly, we'll talk about some politics. This goes against Geneva Convention. I'm trying you for war crimes. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. All right. Fuck. Anyway, chat. Recently, there has been a move by Japanese people, and it has been encouraged by Americans, where Japanese people are saying that they look at America, they look at how America is like very patriotic, one, and two, very in love with beef, and Japan is like, can I get some of that? Can we get, you know, here, I'll blow this up. Can we get some of that? You know, we would like to participate in some of that. And like I said, it's a very wholesome, very adorable trend where Japanese people really love America, and America really loves Japan too. Like, here's a good post that I saw that I thought was really cute. All right. Like this, I like this post. This is an actual Japanese person. It's being auto-translated. And this Japanese person says that he is dreaming of eating slabs of meat with Americans. All right, that is his dream. Here, I'm going to zoom in on this. This is a picture that this man drew. I don't know if he's crying or if that's his beard. I'm going to imagine that's his beard right there. All right. but this man is like in VR. All right, he is in VR, imagining himself with other Americans on the barbecue pit while he is cooking his own steak in his own house on his lonesome. He's drooling. You know what? I could see it as drool. Get this man a green card. See, and you got someone saying, come to Texas, I have a spare room. And he's like, I'm interested. He says, I'm interested. I think this is like, it's actually really fucking wholesome, in my personal opinion. This guy got 4 million views on this post, by the way. This guy, like, blew up over midnight. And he's basically like saying how he's lonely. And now he's like, oh, I'm not lonely anymore. And it's really wholesome. I really like this, chat. I think that the whole barbecue trend with these Japanese people is absolutely amazing. Now, I don't personally know what the progenitor for this is, but if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I would kind of believe that it is somehow related to Donald Trump. And I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it sounds retarded, but hear me out. So a lot of you might remember that Donald Trump made a Pearl Harbor joke when the leader of Japan came to visit America. And a lot of people on the left, and I think some people even on the right, started to say that Trump was being very disrespectful to the Japanese, I believe MP. Yeah, the Japanese Prime Minister. Or PM, excuse me. And that's not really what happened. In fact, she laughed. She thought it was a funny joke, basically. And what ended up happening is I think that because here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand about Japan. Japan, I think, feels a lot of regret for what happened back during World War II. And they've been basically looking for people to say you're forgiven. And the way I kind of understand this is Trump making this joke is basically saying we forgive you. And because of that, I think a lot of Japanese people are feeling very patriotic. I don't know that for surety, but I think a lot of Japanese people, once Trump basically broke the water, I think a lot of them were like, yeehaw, cowboy cheeseburger hamburger. You know? And Mizu made this post. I agree with this post. I think that this post is really good. He actually had some Japanese people reply to him. I believe this is a Japanese person that replied to him. But I'm going to read Mizu's post, and I agree with Mizu's post. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'll let this go through first.
From MommaOcco.
There it goes.
As a Southerner, this reminds me of the Brits learning about Southern food, especially barbecue and biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Mizu says a lot of people didn't get this, but the Pearl Harbor joke was huge in mutual friendship. And again, I agree with that. Basically, Japan was expected year after year to apologize to us for Pearl Harbor as some kind of humiliation ritual, despite the fact that we otherwise are besties as far as countries go. Trump making the Pearl Harbor joke was a main stage political signal of we're not offended by it, we can joke about it, it was a long time ago. And I agree. I mean, like, obviously there's a lot of people that will probably be in their feels a little bit about it. Excuse me. But I think a lot of people acknowledge that that when it comes to Pearl Harbor, people just don't care. Like, we've moved on. Japan is cool people. We're cool friends with Japan. I think we forgive them, you know. And Trump doing this is basically saying, hey, we don't take it personally, you know. And I legitimately believe that because of that, it has led to a massive. We'll get to that here in a moment. I legitimately think it has led to a massive amount of patriotism for America. Japan has often said America dropping the H-bombs on them woke them up from the delusion of self-destructive imperialism. No, yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So yeah, I think a lot of Japanese people are here. We'll bring up this again. This one is a good one. That's a good picture too. I think a lot of Japanese people now are like, you know what? I kind of want some of the. I'm looking at this chat. I'm fucking hungry now. Fuck. I never finished that chili from yesterday. I might go grab that. That shit looks good. But I think a lot of Japanese people now are like, you know what? America's pretty damn cool. We love beef, carnivore diet. Dude, I would do a carnivore only diet if I could. It's expensive and takes a lot of time, which I kind of have the time. Money I need to be a bit more frugal with right now, but well, I need to be more balanced. Excuse me, that's a better way of saying it, you know. Remember to be the American Japan thinks you are. I agree. So, you know, I'm happy that we are able to move on and Japan is able to This is an anime, by the way. This is literally an anime. And if Japan thinks about this when it comes to beef, they're definitely all American. This is also a cute one. Can it show this? Yeah. Cheeseburger. 6 pounds of beef a day is expensive. If I got 1 pound of beef a day, that's good enough for me. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, excuse me. 1 pound of beef, that's like $7 of beef. $6 to $7 of beef. You know, if I could get that much protein a day, I'd be okay with that, you know. I would definitely be okay with that. Beef, it's what's for dinner? Yes. Veggies could never unite people. You know, chat, I'm kind of getting, like, I love some of my good veggies. I like asparagus. I like broccoli. The yippies don't like broccoli, but I do. Fucking potatoes are a bit different, but I like a lot of my greens. Brussels sprouts. If Brussels sprouts are made right, I love me some Brussels sprouts. However, thank you for the burger, Sly Maverick. However, if I could go on an all-meat diet and literally just eat nothing but meat and rice, I would do it. I would 100% do it. I am down. Give it to me. 110. 110%. Give me the beef. All right, it's what I need in my system. I really want beef. I fucking want some beef now. Fuck. Damn it. Meat, rice, and greens is really all you need. No, just no greens. Just give me fucking just give me fucking meat. Don't care about anything else. You know. Fuck, chat. Now I'm looking on Uber Eats to see if there's actually a deal that I could get where I could just get some meat. No Taco Bell. Taco Bell's close, but like not that close. Okay, I'll look here in just a moment. Give me the meat and give it to me raw. Exactly, chat. Exactly. And I want it rare. No, absolutely not. It's got to come medium. That shit needs to bleed just a little bit. Don't watch Guga Foods, that steak porn. Oh, I have. I have watched that show. It's really good. Really, really good. First time watching stream. I hope that you're enjoying yourself so far. Taco Bell's closed? No, Taco Bell is not closed. I'm just saying I don't want Taco Bell. Taco Bell is not real meat. That's cat food, all right? Anyway, while I dream about meat, let's talk about how KitKat recently lost 12, what was that, tons? I'm going to assume that's tons. KitKat lost 12 tons of product. There was a heist, chat. There was a yippie heist where a bunch of yippies stole a whole bunch of KitKat. Unironically, a whole bunch of KitKat was just, like, taken away. That is correct? Okay, good. Good. Now, don't worry. It's not going to impact your ability to enjoy KitKat if you do enjoy KitKat. I personally don't eat KitKat. Oh, there is a smokehouse. I'm not going to say who it is because it sounds like a small, like, place, but dude, that looks good. Sorry, I'm still looking at, smokehouse food chat. Oh, do they have brisket? Please tell me they got brisket. Because I'm hankering for brisket. But anyway, Some weird Giga Chad came and stole a whole bunch of KitKats. Kind of hilarious in my personal opinion. And they basically ran away with it. Yippee eating KitKats? Yes. They are just taking the KitKats. Let's see. Ooh. That's pulled pork sandwich. That sounds good. Oh, chat, they have Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Chat, it's a pulled pork sandwich and they have Brussels sprouts. I hate using Uber Eats. Chat.
Obviously,
I did just pay my taxes, so we'll do it once.
One of my go-to meals is flavored rice, especially the cheddar and broccoli and ground beef.
I try and stay away from the artificially flavored rice. I try and flavor it myself after I cook it, but I agree, and I do like that as well. Sauteed Brussels sprouts. That sounds so good. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds so amazing. No, I am not getting Uber Pro. Fuck that. Oh, man. That sounds absolutely amazing. Sorry, chat. I have to get another one. Go to checkout. So is it like discounted because it's buy one get one? Sorry. I have a bunch of people watching me and I'm buying pulled pork right now. This is funny though. It was not in America. So if you're not in America, you don't have to worry about that. Thankfully. So yay. Yay. You don't have to worry about your KitKats if you're not like unless you live in Poland or central Italy, you don't really have to worry about that. Although they said it's not going to affect the supply chain, so that's good. Leave and take a picture.
So, okay, so
Thank
Keyboard,
you.
This is MommaOcco's testimony, and the only thing I know is that she just gave me $20. So obviously I agree with everything she... No,
This is about as bizarre as the time a bunch of anti-personnel mines were accidentally sent by the Polish military to IKEA of all places. Poland is both the Texas and Ohio of Europe. Armed to the teeth, but weird stuff happens.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Okay, are we gonna order this? We're gonna order this. We're gonna order this. Hold on a moment. Why is it? No, don't order 3 pulled pork sandwiches. Only order 2 because... There we go. There we go. I was like, why the fuck is it costing me $40? Oh, because it wants to charge me for 3, not 2. And even though it's buy one, get one. There we go. Yeah, that. All right, cool. Cool. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. Yeah, Akko's greed sickens me. Shush, chat. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, this I'm gonna go through it really quickly here, and then we are gonna move on. Although, what is the last thing here? I'll skip that. Actually, Tamp, if you want to go through the Mia stuff for tonight, you put it in your docket. Otherwise, I'm probably just not gonna go through it on my own. Really quickly again, thank you Internet Zen for the 20. I appreciate it. This is something that I don't know if a lot of people saw. It has 15 million views, but it is kind of cool. Somebody developed a UI where you upload text to this UI, and then you can have objects that go around, and the text updates itself based off of where the objects are on the screen. This is actually really cool. I think this is kind of a neat thing. I'm waiting for somebody, if they haven't already, to create a whole bunch of memes. Somebody already created Doom in this, by the way. You can play Doom in this UI that this person has made, where you can just place text. So you wanna do that. If you want to check this kind of thing out, chat here, let me give you the link to the tweet in below. There's like a GitHub link where you can check this out. But yeah, somebody was able to get Doom. This is Doom, chat, on this system. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. Fact, you can already play Doom makes me proud. I agree. I think this is kind of cool. I mean, it's not like perfect, but like, does Doom need to be perfect in order for you to play it? No, it does not. I think this is kind of neat. It's not Doom. It's like Wolfenstein mixed with Atari. You know what? Would you play Doom Atari style? I would do it. I would do it. This looks really neat. I'm going to be honest. You play Doom on a pregnancy test? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes. You know what? I'm going to save the politics stuff for another time. And I'm going to save the Hassan stuff for another time as well.
Because it's a lost cause.
Not surprised. I'm pretty sure Doom could run on an oil lantern at this point. John Romero is just that much of a god.
Very true. All right. All of you are here for the sauce. And I am going to feed you the sauce, chat. With about an hour before Dogwave. We're going to talk about Jeremy Hambley, the quartering, as potentially being a cuckold. Now, to do this, I am going to use a post from the farms because this is where this information is kept. And I don't want to sit you through like an hour-long video from the Kino Casino. Instead, I feel like it would be better to just read through the post and then just kind of share it with you. I will censor the screen whenever there's something that I feel like is not safe for work or not safe for YouTube. But this is the only place where this information is that's not, again, from a casino video. So, chat, am I into oysters? Not really. No, I am not. Let me just recap where we kind of are with the quartering. His channel has been going down and down and down recently. He has had to fire a good chunk of the people that used to work for him. And he's been trying to get this live show that he does every single day to pop off. It has not popped off, unfortunately for Jeremy. And he's in this right-wing grift right now. Jeremy, by the way, is another person that I feel like is right-wing grifting. I don't believe that he is actually like a tradcath that like he tries to portray himself as. But he basically made some tweets that pissed off some people, and some people did some digging about him. So we're gonna go through this post, and you are gonna learn some things about Jeremy that I did not know. All right? You're gonna learn some things about Jeremy that I did not know. All right? Quarter pounder, yes. There are jokes to be made comparing the Jewish bull to Israel and the quartering to the... I'm not gonna finish that. The Sky Jew. Yeah, so chat, for the longest time, there has been a joke that the quartering has been getting cucked from his wife, going out and screwing with a with a black man that flies her plane, basically calling... and it is a joke from the casino, but it is basically the joke of Skyrone, the Skyrone, the plane bull, basically the Sky Jew. The Sky Jew is another one. However, people are finding out that it might not be a black man that is cucking him, but it might actually be a burly Jewish man that he is best friends with, that he might have converted to Christianity. that is also a swinger. So insanely enough, we're back into swinging territory. You know, I thought we would have abandoned that with Ricada. No, we are back into swinging territory with the quartering, who allegedly kind of defended Ricada when the cucking stuff came out. Is just really weird, really weird. I am not going to read all the words on this because again, people on the forums like to have their open speech, and I think that's based, but YouTube does not. Whoa there, buddy. I know. Whoa there, buddy. So one of the reasons why I think a lot of people were looking out on Jeremy like this is because he likes to tout himself as some sort of tradcath conservative Christian, where that's not necessarily the case. So we're gonna actually listen to this clip here, and I think it'll explain what I'm trying to say a little bit better.
Right now, click through to our actual account and click follow, because the reason it's really important you follow and you download the app this coming up week, because we are like packed to the gills with guests.
I forgot about this. He was trying to get people. He's trying to get people to download the app and subscribe to Rumble Premium so that he can shill, so that he can get more people on his show, because he wants more of these Christian conservatives to get on his show because he's the Christian conservative guy.
More and more guests. Like, I think I sent Hannah Claire like a half dozen last night. I know Myron wants to come on. Jack Posobiec. We're gonna have James O'Keefe come on and sing a Christmas carol. And we're gonna kind of be like having to either stay live or like go live without a lot of notice.
So Chatter says, I never got the impression he was a tradcath. Well, I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying that's what he is trying to portray himself as. That's what he's been trying to share to his audience, that he is a Christian conservative that voted for Trump, basically. Now, people did some digging into his life, because there have been a lot of instances where Jeremy kind of like lets this facade slip about who he is, and people figured out who the bull might be in this open relationship. Now, I should say, by the way, I really should say, this is not a confirmed thing. As far as I know right now, this is not a confirmed thing. Jeremy has not, as far as I know, come out and confirmed that the individual that we're about to show is on, is actually the Sky Bowl. All right. We don't know that for 100% surety, but people are pretty sure based off of who this guy is, what this guy is into, and how frequently Jeremy spends time with this individual in real life. People are pretty confident that this guy is like his bull, basically, for his wife.
From MommaOcco.
Oh.
Rough Jewish man. For a minute I was going, why is Nux flying planes? Until I heard swinger and went, oh, so the bull decided to take up flying.
Indeed. Okay. So this is who we're gonna be talking about. This is the Sky Jew Bowl. Now, I'm not doxing him because his name is literally on Twitter. He literally puts his name on Twitter, so he's already on there. G-Man, yes. And this guy openly touts himself as a good buddy to the quartering. Like it is confirmed that this guy is friends with the quartering. Oh, goodness. Now, this is his username. By the way, what we're going to be going through, chat, is confirming that this is who he says he is. And then we're going to be going through some of the weirdness about him. So this is his username, Grape Jelly. This username is also the same on the Quartering's Discord. Now, you might notice he's got a very special role on the Quartering's Discord. Like, the Quartering has his own role, but he has his own role, and it is my understanding that only Grape Jelly gets this role. Only his good buddy gets Quartering Legend the role. Now, here's a post of him, of him saying that he's going over to Jeremy's house. If you search this guy's username, it comes up with a Reddit account. What ended up happening is this guy tried to private his Reddit information. No idea when or how, but because of a bug with Reddit's system, people were able to access that kind of information and get access to this guy's Reddit account and stuff that he... people got access basically to... Okay, I'm going to pause the page here real quick and make sure that there's nothing that you're not supposed to see. I was pretty sure before I looked on this, but I just want to double check. Okay, just want to double check. Azrael, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you got a membership, make sure you say thank you. Is it going to play? It should. It should. Okay. So I'm going to have to keep the screen unmute and mute. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. No! No, I haven't actually seen these. No! I've actually only just listened to the casino talk about this. Fuck! I did not want to see that. No! I did not need to see this. Fuck! Okay, so I'm gonna take off my headphones here for a moment. Also, I don't know why. I apologize for the thing not playing. Will it go again if I do this? No, it won't. I will fix that. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking off my headphones so I can think a little bit better. All right, so chat. Let me scroll back up to this guy's picture. So here's what you need to know about this guy. This guy is a swinger. All right? This man, again, people found on his Reddit page that this guy is a degenerate swinger that goes around trying to fuck other men's wives. And I assume single women too, if they are available. But this man goes around going after other women, and he goes after other like husbands' wives, basically. And I am not going to open this spoiler. I'm not going to open this. But there are posts in there. Posts of women that he's hooked up with. Thank you.
Username is Grape Jelly. Real last name is Sellers. The jokes just write themselves at this point. And hearing Akko's reaction, we're gonna need a palate cleanser after this, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm kind of like melting as I'm going through this. I'm not gonna open this up, but I'm not even gonna try and describe what I saw. What I saw, chat, was a bunch of wrinkles. All I'm gonna say is I saw a bunch of wrinkles. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I do not encourage you to go look at this up yourself. If you really want to, all you're going to see is a bunch of wrinkles. But basically, this guy is a swinger, and this guy likes to basically have sex with other people. Isn't swinging consensual? Yes. But here's the thing. I don't care if swinging is consensual. That is still cheating, in my personal opinion. Listen, if you and your wife or your husband decide to go have sex with other people's significant others, that is still a form of cheating. I still consider that, as a Christian, a form of impropriety. And this guy, by the way, is Jewish turning Christian, or is Christian. So he's basically like an ethnic Jew that became a Christian, and he is a swinger that goes around swinging. All right, now I'm not going to be some sort of like moral arbiter of anything, because, you know, God knows that I'm on my own path here. But I don't think you can call yourself like a good Christian if you're actively going around trying to swing and steal other people's partners just so that they can do the deed with you, basically. Is it consensual? Sure. Is quartering a cuck? Yes. That is not a relationship or love. No, yeah. In my personal opinion, if you are swinging Like, if you and your significant other are swinging, there is some deep problems that are wrong that need to be solved that I think can only be solved in a therapist's office. If you swing, you probably need to go to therapy or just end it. The marriage, that is. Because this is not, you should not be doing it. Do not do that, all right? You're in a committed relationship. You need to not be doing that kind of shit, okay? It violates a marriage contract. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of that kind of shit, but you're probably right on it. So, yeah, this guy is a bull that goes around having sex with other women. I am not going to share... I'm scrolling past some of these pictures here, but there are tweets where he is basically also horny on main as recent as February 13th, where a woman is basically asking for a man to help her with some things, and Mr. Grape Jelly is saying, "I'll help you out. I'll give you the good time, the special good time." And like, he's replying to people posting selfies of themselves in provocative situations on Twitter, and it's just there's a lot. By the way, this guy is married. By the way, the Grape Jelly Man, he is married. So. Again, to tie it back to the courting, because we are talking about the courting, why does this matter? And why do people think that this makes Jeremy a cuck? Well, there's a lot of evidence that people have that donates to the idea that Jeremy might be a cuck, or at the very least might be in the lifestyle. Again, allegedly. We don't know for sure. He hasn't confirmed it. Based off of everything I've seen here, I just kind of believe it. I'm going to be honest with you. I just kind of believe it. I'm going to be real. So give me 1 second here. Make sure I've got that down. Okay, cool. Really quickly again, Azrael, thank you for the 5 memberships earlier. I deeply appreciate it. Sorry it didn't play. I'll try and fix it for later. So in this first clip we're going to go through, the quartering talks about how he has experience, or I'll just quote it directly. The quartering says, quote, "In my experience, when it comes to talking about swinging or cuckoldry." So we're going to play this clip. And again, there's a lot of clips here, and some of it might just sound like circumstantial shit, but I'll let you guys decide what you think.
Right? Like he's got some STD, or clearly he's taking a part in that lifestyle. You know, in my experience, I've never taken part in this lifestyle.
Oh gosh, I hate to be a clip chimp and Andy Worski it up, but I hate how he's like, in my experience. Oh, by the way, I've never participated in this. It's I don't know. That's really weird. There's a problem with consent theory. You can justify a lot of immoral actions claiming it was done with consent. Fair.
But I know I have friends who have, and then obviously I've covered.
Okay, so he's admitting he's got friends. He's got friends who are swingers or know of this lifestyle where people just trade wives or just like go and fuck other people's significant others.
People who have, you know, swingers, they always end up messed up.
Oh, yeah.
They fool them.
He might also be talking about Rakeda, if I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know when this clip was. I want to say, let's see. I want to say that this is probably during the Rakeda arc, or after the Rakeda arc, excuse me.
Themselves, like, I always watch like those trash TV shows, like
they probably started messed up, and that's how
they start messed up. Anyway. They convince themselves, oh, it's saving my marriage, and then the media tries to push this thing. They call it, instead of cucking now, they call it hot wifing.
And he knows the terms too. Which, in my personal opinion, I think some people, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think some people overblow some of the stuff that he says here. Him knowing the terms, in my personal opinion, doesn't like, I don't really care that much if he knows the terms. Because I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of weird terms for things of stuff I'm not into. And it's just based off the fact that, like, we're on the internet. Him knowing the terms of what cucking and cuckoldry is, or hot wifing is, I guess, what it is. I don't think that's necessarily a big indictment, but I definitely think it is weird. It's very weird.
Which is literally just letting your wife bone other dudes. Yeah. The Daily Mail, if you Google hot wifing, there's numerous mainstream media outlets pushing this.
Okay. That, I'm going to be like, why are you Googling it?
With headlines like, this one thing saved my marriage. And it's just cheating on each other.
Wow.
And,
it's polyamory like there's no tomorrow. I think that's crazy.
They've been pushing that. Not everyone has it locked up like me with tight rules like no buns and only sundresses. Most people don't have the rules to make that stuff work. But they say
or the resources to retire their wives. I mean,
right? Yeah, that's also a big part of it.
Married.
Yeah, that's also very. But I watch a lot of these shows like.
Sorry, I'll let him go.
Sister Wives, perfect example. Every one of those wives have divorced him now.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Saying that you've watched Sister Wives isn't a really big indication, but I don't really like the implication that he's watched a lot of these kinds of shows. Jeremy, you're a man. Those shows are made for women to gawk at other women. Just going to be honest with you. Swinging is just another form of cuckolding. No, I agree. I agree. Hold on a moment. Oop. Here we go. All right. So that's one clip. Basically where he's admitted that he has looked up this kind of stuff. Here is a clip of him, quote unquote, defending Rekieta. I'll let you decide if this is him defending Rekieta.
This week is going to be brutal for him. Like he's going to get
in terms of Rekieta. I believe this is back when the Rekieta stuff was brand new.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's already live streams going on. The one guy who's like fucking his wife or whatever is doing live streams every day, like talking about it. And I'm like, I'm not sure what that does to a guy, but where I think they were just
watching TLC in Lifetime as a man, worse than being a cuck. He's a giga cuck. Listen, if your wife asks you to watch with her, I think that's different. Or see, in my case, when I was young, my mom had me watch Project Runway with her because she wanted her kids to watch Project Runway with her or some shit like that. I don't think that's necessarily the problem. If you're a man and you're watching it alone, that is a problem. Now, I will say, if Jeremy's wife is saying, "Hey, come watch Sister Wives with me," that's not so cucked, in my personal opinion. But like, I would have to know.
Winging. They were swingers. Okay. Which again, like the weird thing, like when I was on Gundam stream yesterday, I'm like, this really isn't an own. Like people are like, oh my god, look at his stream.
He's saying what's going on with Rekieta wasn't an own. What the fuck? What do you mean that's not an own? Brochacho, Rekieta. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, he's getting a blowjob on stream. He wasn't jerking off, and this isn't really an own.
Man was cheating with his wife with the Steel Toe Morning Show. Okay, you guys remember Steel Toe Morning Show guy? Hold on. Let me see if I can find the guy's picture. Okay, yeah, that's a good picture of this guy. That's good. All right, Rekieta was literally getting himself pleasured by this guy's wife, and allegedly maybe this guy as well. You're saying that's not an own? I don't know. That's an own in my personal opinion. That's an own and a half. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know, man.
People but now he's gotten arrested, and I don't know how that with lawyers. I don't know if that matters.
Right.
But, the firearm thing, the drugs. I don't think he's actually ever prosecuted. I don't think.
He and Melanie tried to sweep for Rekieta. Well, more Melanie was trying to sweep. Jarrett first said it was disgusting, but then when he saw Melanie trying to run defense, did she actually run defense for him? That's insane.
With a jester/octopus mommy milf avatar.
In fairness to Jeremy, the "Save My Marriage" articles were big fodder in the culture war sphere back in 2021 to 2024.
That's very true.
At the very
that's very,
least.
very true.
Knowing those terms is necessary to his grift.
That's very, very, very true. Now, there are some out-of-context clips that I'm not going to play where Jeremy just admits that he's a cuck. We're not going to go through that because I don't feel like that's really fair to him. There is some other stuff as well that we're going to go through here. Such as his porn lookup history. I don't think the forced cream... I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to look it up and read it, but like he has looked up Reddit forced cream pie. Like, that is a thing he looked up. That is a thing he looked up. I can't believe that is a thing that is listed there that he looked up. Don't say corn cob too close to the sun or I'll eat it. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Hold on a moment. But this post goes on to say that during one of here, I'm gonna hide this so that I can see. Does it show? Oh, I wanna scratch my eyes out. I want to scratch my eyes out. I'm not going to do it. In Minecraft. Chat. I am not going to click on the spoiler down here. At least not without hiding it. Let me read what this tweet says. So, Jeremy, one time, when he was very, very, very drunk a couple of years ago, tweeted... I feel like this should be my last post ever. And attached to this tweet was an image. And the image was of, I believe that is a woman. And the image is basically talking about black fetish BNWO porn. Now, if you don't know what BNWO is, I only know of it because of the things that I kind of like. I don't like BNWO. I think it is incredibly weird and kind of racist in my personal opinion. But essentially, BNWO is white death. Thank God that didn't show. But BNWO is basically white death. It is the belief that people should basically die for black people. It is black supremacy, basically. I will just say right now, you know, I like a lot of weird stuff. I always thought that the people into that were really fucking weird and creepy. All right. I think that a lot of people didn't have a lot of self-respect for themselves. And that's part of the reason why I don't really talk about my interests anymore, because I just saw a bunch of weird people, in that space. You know, I just like, listen, all I will say is I like interracial couples. I think that can be nice. I think that this shit, if you admit that you're into that, you might need to go visit a therapist. I am sorry. You might need to go visit somebody and get that checked out, because that is weird. All right? That is weird. Keebler Raid. Ava, welcome. Happy birthday. I heard that it was your birthday today, so happy birthday. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I rank it up. You're coming in as we're discussing weird shit on YouTube. So I hope you're excited for that. Anyway, I find that this shit weird, and basically this tweet that I am not going to show is it is literally just a picture that Jeremy himself tweeted. There's like no ambiguity. It is a tweet of Jeremy where he is basically sharing BNWO porn. It is weird. It's been deleted, obviously, but it is weird. It is creepy. And it, again, lends to the credence to the idea that Jeremy is a cuck. Also, by the way, say happy birthday, Elf, in the chat. All right? Make sure you all say happy birthday into the chat. Now, moving on. The next thing I want to show you guys is the Gina Carano clip. I have never shared with you, I believe, the Gina Carano clip. This in my brain solidifies that Jeremy is into this kind of weird shit. Is it gonna play? Is it gonna play? Is the Kiwi Farms fucking broken? Is the farms broken? Am I gonna have to explain it because the farms is fucking broken?
Okay.
Okay. Yep, the farm's fucking broken. Okay. Farm's broken. All right, cool. Farm's is fucking broken. It's okay. I'll give you a brief TLDR. Unfortunately. Actually, let me see if I can find the clip on YouTube. Ordering Gina Carano. How do you get Carano clip? Oh man, it's literally just coming up with all of his videos. That is not okay. It's not going to bring it up. All right, let me TLDR it for you, chat. Basically, Jeremy believes that Jeremy has this weird cuckold fantasy where Gina Carano basically is like cheating on him, but eventually she gets with him because he's the goodest boy, and it is just again weird cuck fantasy. And again, I don't really care. It like if that's what you're into, like listen, if that's what you're into, if you're into being cucked, I think you're weird, and I'm gonna make fun of you. All right. But like it's whatever. It's just whatever. That's all I care about. Okay? That's just know that I will make fun of you, but that's it. Never ask a Nord for the race of his wife? Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. Would you share Gina, though? No. Gina Carano would either have to be mine or not at all. Jeremy's obsession with Gina and Brie are weird and disturbing. I agree. Now, chat, we've established that Jeremy has some weird proclivities that have just, like, been leaked out through his streaming. Which, again, you know, I'm one to talk. You know, I've got some weird shit as well. But, and we've also established that Jeremy is friends or friendly with this cuckold guy. Now let's listen to some clips where he is talking about this guy on his live streams, and hopefully the farms will work.
Adam, bro, bring your fucking wife's big old boobs and bring her over to our house.
Oh, chat, I did not pre-watch any of these clips.
Blacked, bleached. I miss the days when racial domination on the hub wasn't mainstream. I yearn for the early 2010s days when people didn't share their search history so freely.
I mean, I don't share mine. I don't share mine. You guys don't need to know everything I'm looking up. But sometimes it'll be spoilers for a new video. But, you know, I think that some people just need to be... some people just need to be more quiet with some of their stuff. But yeah, I agree. I agree. Jeremy, why would you tell another man that you're friends with to bring over his wife that has big boobs? This is Nick Ricada all over again. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you for the 2.
I want you to meet my German Shepherds. Adam knows. Adam has my number. And he super chatted. That's why he's a real G. Peanut Princess, I'm up in Oshkosh. We're all about beer and...
Occo is a bad example because it's a lost cause.
But Occo, you are relatively normal. Also, happy birthday, Eva.
I don't think I'm a perfectly normal person, but I am decently normal. I would say decently normal. Not perfect. Not gonna claim to be. You know. He's a simp for women? Yes.
Delta 8. Yeah. Adam Sellers, it's 9:20. I think you could be to my house by 10.
Dude, that is just weird. This man is saying, like, dude, bring your hot wife over with her big tits. And then he's like saying, if you leave right now, you could literally show up at this point. That is so weird. I'm sorry. That is weird, bro. That is so weird. All right. Again, I don't care if you're weird. Just like, why are you broadcasting it on the internet? Be weird off the internet. All right. Why do people have to be so weird on the internet? This is so weird.
I want to see your wife's big old boobs at my house in the hot tub. Hot tub's toasty, ready for you, bud. And someone has to feed my German Shepherds. Okay.
Wow. Jeez, man. What the fuck? Here's another clip from another live stream.
Yeah, I love that. Grape Jelly, how's your chili? Yes. Grape Jelly's wife delivered me some delicious chili yesterday. I didn't have...
Some people are trying to look into the meaning behind him saying that he got chili from the Sky Bull's wife. I don't think there's any meaning behind it. I legitimately just think it's weird that this guy and his wife visit his house way too often like this.
Have it because I already had plans of cooking a steak, so I'm going to have it tonight for dinner. Like, I'm going to have it with my steak.
Very good.
Yeah, shout out Jess, wonderful woman. And to Adam, who voted today.
Okay, I will be honest. You are allowed to like be buddies with somebody. Like, you're allowed to have, like, if Temp lived close enough to me, when Temp and I move into our streamer compound together, you know, I would be fine with him coming over, but I would not say over the air like this, just like, yeah, bro, bring your hot wife over. This is just weird. It just sounds weird to me. All right, maybe I'm the weird prude here. All right, because I am a generation behind the quartering, but it is so weird. Oh fuck. Let's see. Here's another clip of him talking about the guy.
Should offer access to VPN when signing up for their premium service to make it easy. I agree. Grape Jelly, hey, what's up, Adam? Tell Jess her daughter fucked up the cookies today as well. I will. I'll be going down there soon. Shout out to Grape Jelly's wife.
Jess is Grape Jelly's wife, by the way.
She is.
Free entry? Yes, Atari, if you want to come in, yes.
Here helping keep our house clean. And,
oh yeah, that's another thing.
My German Shepherds.
That's another thing. So, the Sky Bull, his wife is also cleaning Jeremy's house. Also, hello, Atari.
Hello.
Your Fugi is different.
Oh right. Oh, we're coming out of the vampire thing. That's why.
That's fair.
And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I cannot fall asleep, so I gotta be awake for the rest of the hours to work.
Mm-hmm. You're good. You're good. To be fair, a possible Christian convert and his wife providing chili to the quartering sounds perfectly normal. No, I would agree that like making food for other people is normal. Like when I was pretty active in the church, you know, people would make food for families occasionally, and you know, people just were nice like that. It's just weird when you compound that with the fact that so many people are visiting the quartering, or not so, excuse me, when they're visiting with the frequency that they are, and you know that Jeremy's buddy is like an actual bull that goes around fucking other women. It's just weird, man. It's just fucking weird. Hello.
That is kind of...
Oh, I heard we're doing a quarter pounder stuff.
We are for about another 30 minutes until it's time for Dog Wave.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I don't know if Heartbox, you've been listening to any of this. What do you think about this so far? Do you think that Jeremy is a cuck?
Yeah.
You think so?
It's a simple like question to ask before that. Did someone smash his wife with him knowing it?
We don't know. He has not admitted to it. We are just speculating.
So soon to be cuck, I guess.
It is just assumed, basically. Here, chat. I'm gonna put it up to chat. I want chat to vote.
Yes, chat.
Is
vote.
quarter
No.
pounder. I don't know how to say. YouTube probably won't let me say cuck. Letting his wife swap with the Sky Bull. Yes.
Yeah, what was that
You
one
can spell like
show
instead
that
of
they did
instead of
where
C,
people switch
wife
wives,
you can spell
wife
with
swap
K.
or whatever.
All right, chat. Vote. Vote.
A Sky Bull.
Here's another here. We're just gonna go through some of these clips here, chat, just so that you can listen to it and come up to your own conclusion.
It is the Huck zone. Yeah, Huck's not down here. He's up playing. Huck likes
Huck is, I believe, his dog.
Jess, our friend who's here. So he likes all.
And again, Jess, the wife to the bull, is just like at his house multiple different times. That's just kind of weird.
All women better than me.
Here's another one where Adam, the Sky Bull, donates $100 to Jeremy.
Stop being a fuddy-duddy. Whoa, grape jelly. I manifested it. There's $100 from grape jelly. Thank you, Adam. You Jews are all right.
Aha.
Okay, I don't know. I felt like I left the whole Jew thing after I left the Amal and Art stream, but now I guess it haunts me still.
Unironically, I feel like that's something that I would say to Rage as a joke.
Like, okay, it's a tongue-in-cheek. Like, it's nothing bad with it. If you're gonna actually look at it, like, come on. But,
Fuck.
I feel like people may look into a bit much. To be fair, if this is all they cannot use, it's a rambling of a madman's trying to piece together the helix.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Come on over right now. If you don't want to, we'll see you Monday.
He's asking the bull to come over to his house right now.
It's okay if you don't use Rumble, but you should. Download the app.
Oh, gosh,
He's got
damn.
the executive cuck chair set up already.
Yeah. And here's a clip of him talking to this guy on stream.
So should be so alternate. Okay. It's been a while.
I just noticed, by the way, look at his background. Unsleeved Media, legendary channel, sleeveless elemental. Oh my god. He really thinks highly of his channel. That's amazing. That's amazing.
The dogs are going to bark soon because I have one of my many ladies stopping over here just in a little bit.
Your trad Kath, chat. Your trad Kath who believes in only marrying one woman, chat. Does this destroy any credibility that he has as a journalist? I don't think he had credibility to begin with. Listen, we're not talking about this with the idea of destroying credibility. No. I don't care about his credibility. I'm talking about this because I think it's funny. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. Hey, Tabitha,
I think
hello.
he's starving for like credibility.
It's funny to dunk on these people.
I think he's mostly just starving for anything to actually cover a lot of times, and I think that's the issue.
Well,
he doesn't know what he want to do really.
Well, I think
cover because he kind of lost the spirit to Spark.
I think the problem is just like he's been coasting by for a long time with what he's been doing, and now that it's no longer working, he's trying to figure out how to pivot. I mean, that's the problem he's having.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like,
pack it up, bro.
Uh-huh.
You're done. You're cooked.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Shoot Thursday we'll shoot Thursday or Friday. I think Thursday is the day he wanted to shoot. I said we could go shoot at, I won't say it out loud, but it's a place in between us. I don't know if you've been there before, but if you just come now where you moved, it's close for us. It's closer than Whiskey's to us, and it's much closer.
And again, he's talking to this friend named Adam on, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. Here, I'm going to hide the screen for a moment, chat. Okay. So, oh gosh. Here's,
Obviously, Occo is a
thank you for the
example
5.
because it's a lost cause.
Wait, Jeremy said that his dog is interested in Skybull's wife? Imagine if Skybull is getting Hot Wife D by Jeremy's dog. This is a joke.
You know,
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
yeah. For legal reasons, that's a joke, chat. Damn. Exactly. Damn. Oh gosh, damn. All right, this will be one of the last. Oh, excuse me. We'll do one or two more clips here, chat, and then we'll just kind of round out the Jeremy Hambley segment. I'm trying to get as close as I can to Dogwave so that I can send you all over to Temp Temp needs to just go live as fast as he can so that I can send you all to him. I do have a couple more things that we can talk about though. So if we finish before time, I'll talk about a couple other things that I don't have
It's like holding off the hordes of the orcs. Like, Temp, we need you. Where are you?
Yes, pretty much.
He's gonna lie.
Temp, I am losing the fight.
Exactly.
Yes, can't confirm Miss Quartering is hot as fuck. Oh, Jeremy Guest has seen my wife. He's been to my home.
Devil's Triangle?
No, Jeremy Guest is. I don't know what the Devil's Triangle. What is that?
It's basically you having a threesome with another man and your wife. Yeah.
Oh, no other man.
Oh.
No. I'll fucking.
It's too late. You just said yeah, and it sounds
I'll
fun.
fucking
That makes you gay.
Yeah, I'll fuck another guy's wife. But...
That means you are a gay boy.
So Jeremy's admitting that he wouldn't fuck another man, but he'd fuck another man's wife. Thank you.
Oh, that's
It just seems like a lot of journalists or any media personalities are starting to have their personal lives exposed for clout nowadays. Does anyone else feel like this?
I mean, I would say that a lot of these people are having their dirty laundry put out there. And I think it typically what you'll see happening is people will feel like there is hypocrisy. And then they'll be like, well, are you so clean under the hood? And then that is what will happen, basically. When it comes to Jeremy, I think a lot of the problems people have with him is he begs for money like DSP, but then he flaunts how rich he is, saying that he lives in an expensive mansion, shows off his RC track that like is worth a lot of money, and then also talks about how much of a Christian he is when under the hood, it's just like, I don't know, man. You've had porn scroll over your Twitter screen quite a lot, and typically that kind of stuff is hard to get on there unless you're specifically telling Twitter that that's what you want in your algorithm. So I think with Jeremy in specific, people are talking about him because he's kind of a hypocrite, in my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion on it, but I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
After you see Occo, it was the Iranian super hackers putting that stuff on his timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh lord.
Iranian super hackers. Weighing on the Occo polycule scandal.
Many such cases, exactly.
Chat, do not ever get into a multiple person relationship, all right? Don't do it. I have observed many people that try to do it, and it does not work out. Sorry, you go ahead.
Like, no, it's kind of what you adding on to what you said. Like, it's just, I don't think I've ever, when you do multiple people, like, what's the word for it? I forgot it. Like, when you have multiple partners, there's always one who ends up being the sucker in those parties, or like in those relationships.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that one. What was it? It was that one really ugly chick who had like 4 dudes she was dating, and one of them got arrested for assaulting the child that they had.
Oh jeez.
Wasn't even his. It was one of the other guys' children.
Yeah, no, that's just ugly business. But also
It
like
is.
It's kind of like he always acts so like defensive when he had those people talking. Like obviously I can also sound a bit defensive when things come. Everyone can do that, but like it's internet like little spit taking at the end of the day. Like it takes it very, very like, I don't know, that might be adding a bit too much to it.
Yeah, the Polykill documentary.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, it's just like, I look at the whole thing and it's just like, with Jeremy, the only reason why people are talking about him is because he sounds like a hypocrite a lot of the time, where he flaunts his wealth and then begs for money, and then he's creepy with some of his co-hosts. Like a lot of the times I listen to clips of how he acts with some of his two female co-hosts, both of whom are married, I'm pretty sure. And it's just weird. And then he talks about how he's like this heavily moral guy. And listen, I know everybody is on their own journey to Christ. I am on my own journey to Christ. So I'm not going to act like I'm some perfect saint, because trust me, I'm not. But I am going to say that if like you try and come out and say that you are some perfect person and you try and moral fiend all the time, some people are probably going to look at you and say, well, are you perfect under the hood? And I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely not perfect under the hood, and I'll definitely be the first one to admit it. But I'm not going to be like Jeremy and be like, oh, why is that porn showing up on my Twitter feed? I obviously didn't ask for that, Elon Musk. And it's just like, bro, I know you hit like on cuckoldry porn, man. There's a reason why it's showing up.
It's kind of like the thing, you never dare the internet anything, because they will go out of the way to find something to prove you wrong. The internet loves to prove people wrong whenever possible.
Yeah. So it's just like, don't do that, you know? I mean, like, just be imperfect. Just say, yeah, I'm fucking imperfect. I've done some stupid shit. I'm on my own path. Nobody's, you know, and again, I don't judge people for where they on their path to Christ. Like, legitimately, I don't care, because everybody's on a different path, you know? I know my roommate's on one. I know my mom is on one. I got lots of family members that are on their own path. I don't care what your path is. I care if you're, like, using Christ as a grift, and you try and push it as a cudgel to say that you're, like, a perfect person when I know you're not. That's my only problem with it. Don't use it when you're not perfect. That's all I will say about it.
VTuber
perfection, Occo. What do you mean?
Mommy MILF
Thank you.
avatar.
A wild dankula appears. Also, man, I feel like the oil baron grandpa now being reminded that people have started normalizing polycules. I'm a Degan, but I miss when we shamed people for that stuff.
Thank you, text to speech.
It'd be really bizarre for any Christian to claim to be perfect. I'm not, yeah, I agree. And I'm not saying like 100% people are coming out and saying that they are perfect. What I'm saying is there are people that claim to like live these kinds of lives. And there are people that try to act like this one way. And then you look under the hood and it's just like, man, you don't have to come out and say that you're like this perfect person. Just say, I'm a sinner. I'm moving closer to Christ in my own simple way. And you don't need to make it a big deal. You know, you don't have to go and preach to everybody all day, every day, all that kind of stuff. You know, I just don't believe that's like 100% necessary. Just like be yourself. We need to bring back kink shaming. I think we need to just tell people to like leave it in the closet a little bit, you know, just a little bit. You know, people can be funny and cool in their own spaces, but
you see, if they decided to keep it to themselves, how else would they be able to grift more money?
I mean, you're right.
I think the issue is people looking for some type of like, it's not an issue, but it's like a lot of people are looking for someone to for approval a lot of times.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a type of group they can actually accept them or like encourage them because it's type of dopamine. And if you getting the money out of it is kind of like a big bonus because that is part of a additional dopamine you can get out of it.
Yeah.
If that you're starting to disappear, you don't know what sparked or what actually applies to it. You don't understand it because you keep rolling with the same thing you have been doing, and now you hop into a different thing. It's gonna strike you if you don't have anything that you be self-sustaining. You're all going to end up in this path, one way or another.
Who is that? Well, I'm showing a picture of Ricada as just like another example because like that's kind of the road that I fear Jeremy is going down if he's not careful. Because like similar stuff happened with Ricada, where Ricada came out and touted himself as like some Christian conservative that was like perfect, and you know he displayed a pretty nice lifestyle on the outside. He homeschooled all his kids. He had a beautiful wife that he really loved and took care of. He had a really successful channel, and he showed himself off as this perfect Christian guy, basically. However, when you looked under the hood, he was doing hookers and blow and went to jail for having his children exposed to what was it, cocaine? Yeah, one of his children was exposed to cocaine, and he went to jail.
It really does end up being a lot of the ones that pretend to be extremely virtuous that do these things. I like one of the biggest ones was Christ, what was his name? It was that pastor in the 80s that got caught with a prostitute in a hotel.
Yeah.
After like, God, what was his name? He used to condemn like Ozzy and all them as sinners and shit. And then he got caught with his pants down trying to fuck a hooker in some fucking cheap motel. Chat will know who I'm talking about, probably.
Yeah.
He literally, Ozzy ended up making a whole song about him called Miracle Man.
And
I think his name was Jimmy something.
Yeah. And it's just like, this is why, for me, myself, I when opportunities are appropriate.
Jimmy Swaggart, there you go.
I will just be like, say, hey, I said it today. It's like, hey, I'm going back to church. And, you know, that's a big deal for me. I legitimately felt called to go back, and that's a cool thing. I'm not going to actively talk about it a whole lot because guess what? That's my journey. You know, that's my thing. And all I'm going to say is, hey, I'm doing this thing. This is what's going on in my life. And that's it, you know? It's not my calling to go out there and actively preach the gospel to people. I did that for 2 years. And now I will do it IRL, not on the internet, basically.
Oh my god, she's got milkers!
I'll go even more recently than Hurtbox. Anyone remember Ted Haggard being anti-gay only to get caught with a male escort?
Oh, gosh. I do seem to recall something like that. It was temp stream.
Also, chatter, do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? And then like 4 people said Jimmy Swaggart. That's who I was talking about. Apparently, I narrowed it down enough for you.
There's a Bible scripture about how your worship and prayer should be behind closed doors. No, yeah, exactly. I agree. And again, like I said, there are times and places for you to be a light, because Christ does also call you to be a light. And I think that that's fine. The thing that I kind of have a problem with is when people use Christ as a way to get glory. Because again, it is also basically mentioned that that is not what you're supposed to be doing. Using Christ as a way to make money is not a good thing to do, which is why I don't do it. You know, I just don't do it.
You should never use like any type of those kind of things as a cordial for your own, like to use against other people overall.
Yeah, I use my way of being a human being when I interact with people IRL as like my light, and then if like it can go past that, if I feel called to go past that, then I will. Sorry, go ahead, Hurtbox.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's like even though I don't follow any specific faith, it's like that's the one thing that I dislike about the concept of shit like mega churches. Is that 100% it is them profiting off of, religious, endeavors.
Yeah. Pretty much. What? I thought the child cook thing was proven false. I thought that it was proven true. But I don't think that he was prosecuted for that. Too. I think I believe what it is Rekieta is under a suspended sentence, and he did serve like 30 days of jail time. And if he's a good boy, he basically won't have to serve a full jail sentence. He'll just have like probation for 5 years or some shit like that.
Jesus Christ. I knew it was bad. I remember the whole cocaine thing, but like, goddamn.
Yeah. It's really bad, in my personal opinion.
You know what? It's like I had stopped watching him for like a year or so, whatever, and then like all this dropped out of nowhere, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Oh God, what is that face?
Sorry, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not showing chat. Here, we'll show this face instead. But that's really all I got left. No. That's really all I got for the quartering, chat. Again, the question is whether or not you think the quartering is getting cucked. It doesn't really matter what I think. I think that there is something going on there. I don't think he's going to address it. If he does, I'll be kind of surprised. But like, I don't think he's going to address it. I think he's just going to let it try and fade away, because that's kind of what he has been doing. And it's kind of been working out for him. But I guess we'll come and see. Guess we'll see. Anyway, do you want to listen to Hassan Piker call an old woman a stupid fucking idiot? This is an oldie.
It must be a day that ends in Y.
This is an oldie. And here, let me pop this up, chat. This is an old clip. Now, for some context, the reason why he is calling her, he is saying to shut up, is because she supports MAGA. But I think a lot of people in my chat probably don't care. I just figured you should know the reason why he is basically saying for the woman to shut the fuck up is because she is a MAGA supporter. Also, I am hiding Hassan right now with my model. Some of you might be okay with that. But he is like eating on stream while he is watching this clip. So we've got some chair reaction going on right now.
What are you talking about, Occo? You couldn't block his giant head even if you tried with your model.
I'm doing a pretty good job of it right now. I don't know.
Nah, I can see it. I can see it perfectly fine.
Oh, well, you two have to imbibe with it.
Because as Vietnamese refugee, we have endured suffering under the communist regime, and we believe that...
Okay, fuck you, dude. I mean, seriously,
Oh, God.
fuck you.
old lady. Shut
He
the
had
fuck up,
communist
you
and aggro
stupid-
mode ensued.
He
Look at
got
me,
so
I'm a
pissed.
rich fucking retard who lives in a
It's
mansion
like-
and all this shit. But you know what? You said something about communism.
That is amazing.
No,
problem.
it's like kind of like you activate the taunt button. It's kind of like I'm gonna be honest. Some people have it as well.
You
say
activated his
fascist
tard rage.
as well.
This is amazing. I love it. He's like eating food, chat. Again, I just want to illustrate what I'm seeing here. He's eating food. She mentions how horrible communism is. And then he's like, okay, woman. Puts down his fork. Fuck you. Fuck you, woman.
Jeez.
He is
idiotic
like one of the thinnest skinned people on the planet.
I think some of it is an act. I don't know. I think it is kind of just like an act.
Idiotic old lady with your stupid fucking gamer headset. Who has fucked you harder, America or fucking Ho Chi Minh? Suck my.
Probably the person that you just mentioned. I'm going to be completely honest
Probably
with
Ho
you.
Chi Minh.
Probably. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to assume that because she's talking about communism, he might be a communist. I don't know. Chat, please educate me. I feel like he's probably been worse for her though.
I think before we probably should know what are things they're actually talking about here.
Yeah.
So Ho Chi Minh just so you know is a city in Vietnam.
Oh, is it a city? Oh, fair enough.
I'm all for shitting on Hassan. I don't need any a reason for, but to some degree, I do feel like there needs to be like we need at least understand like what the hell are they talking about.
Get Akko a rundown on the
obviously-
Vietnam War. Okay, is it the Vietnam War? Fair enough.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, never. Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah, named after the guy, I assume. But I assume just like every other communist dictator, probably wasn't great for that area of Asia.
Probably not. Probably not. Ho Chi Minh was worse than the U.S., but in terms of communist leaders, he was actually pretty good. It's a low bar. Fair.
Oh god.
That's a very low bar.
It is. Here, you guys talk for just one moment. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, I pause the thing I'm doing inside. So, how are you doing today, chat? Also,
Uncle Ho.
I was going to say, is
Gung Ho.
music in the background? No, it wasn't. There's some music I have somewhere on my PC. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's Akko's. Oh well. It's Atari. It is Atari. It's a me. Trying to stay alive. If Dylan finds out, he's gonna strangle me.
Okay.
He always knows.
For communist standards, Vietnam was considerably more moderate. Fair enough. Also, hello, Banhammer. Welcome. Hope you're doing good today. Oh.
You know, thing is though, is that it's communism, so it's a very low bar to begin with.
Yeah. All right.
Name me one successful communist regime. You can't.
All right, let's finish this clip.
God damn, dude. Yo, fuck this refugee, okay? Seriously. Fuck.
I feel like you could just overlay this clip of him talking about refugees from any country going live soon.
There are
All
so
right.
many examples of him saying this.
I was
when
gonna say,
it's
yeah.
refugee or somebody who doesn't agree with him.
It's just to me because I feel like I can't never tell if people could actually just put Hassan. Any times he rants about something, you could take whatever clip it is and copy and paste it over anything, and then it's just the same clip. I swear, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck these people, man, motherfucker. That's all I'm hearing
Yeah,
out
like
of him.
I feel like I heard it so many times. It's like that.
Bro, they had that. They had
It's the
that. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's like, is it the same clip as these other times, or is this real or not? It's like I don't look into Hassan like in the slightest. So like, it's just a thing I had in the back of my head. Like whenever I see people do this nowadays, I'm like, no, but I know
Remember,
it's
this
real.
guy has a poli-sci degree.
I don't even know what that is.
He apparently has a master's in political science.
Oh yeah, he does.
Nah, so did a lot of other people. Like,
it's such a useless degree, and like, look at his opinions. They're still dog shit.
Chat says communists are supposed to be against class structure, and he always resorts to classist insults. Bro is a fraud. Bro is just a reactionary, whiny bitch baby. That's all he is, and that's all he will ever be.
Whiny bitch baby who has to take finasteride because he's afraid of having a balding hairline.
The biggest issue we'll always find with socialism is it never encourage like people to improve really when you go to a lot of things because it punishes you because it's supposed to help the people who are doing worse, but the thing is it ends up because people are lazy. It's kind of like the whole thing we have with your people are
humans,
too lazy
what you mean.
Yeah, like humans are, we find the easy solution to things. Like, oh, you are going to run to the store 15 minutes away, or you're just going to take the car, which take 2 minutes. Like, what are you going to do? Like, it's just once. You can do it once or twice. You're still going to do it. And it becomes like a reliability more.
Communism in a nutshell. Communism in a nutshell always reminds me of that. It's that one clip. It was like the joke, a parody of The Price is Right or whatever game show. It's like you hit metal 17 times, so you win. You get picture of this car, and he's like, "How do you feel?" "I am happy." "Well, unfortunately, under the state, possession is illegal, so now you're going to jail." Understandable.
I remember that. That was a good clip.
Like,
it's so good every time I see it.
Here, finish up your thought, and then we're gonna finish this clip, and then I'm gonna raid town.
But yeah, so something a lot of people usually do with socialism when it comes to these things. I don't understand why they always sideline this kind of thing. But it's always like you end up with a bunch of people who believe in the cause, and then you have a bunch of who are essentially becomes a bunch of suckers.
Yeah.
For the people who uses you for their own thing because they
Vietnam
realize
slowly became buddy-buddy with USA after * drumrolls * the Chinese got their butts kicked trying to invade Nam. It's the only actual war the PRC has fought since the KMT fled to Taiwan.
Oh, that's really funny. That's really, really funny. All right, let's listen to Hassan continuing to call this woman names.
That is true, actually.
South Vietnamese, motherfucking whatever, like Christian supremacist, psychotic fucking refugee living in America now and able to talk that shit. Why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions, if that's your perspective?
How about he goes back to Turkey and
no,
says that same shit?
I hate these people, dude.
Because
he doesn't have any actual opinions. All he can say is, I just hate these people, dude. Now, to be fair, sometimes I say that myself. But for Hassan, who's supposed to be having like actual political debate, I think that he should try and add a little bit more to the conversation than just saying, I fucking hate these people, dude. Slur.
I think after his debate with Ethan, after his debate with, who was it, Ethan?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we realized, yeah, you can't debate, dude. This is why you don't want to debate anybody.
Yeah, and Ethan is not known for being an extreme good debater. Like, even in like a lot of times where he does like, what was it? Not documentaries, but like interviews with people. He kind of he gets thrown out of his thing a lot of times especially when he did it with Bill Burr. For instance, because he has a specific thing he goes by. So he writes a lot of notes and does it. So he doesn't do things on the... he's not good to do his stuff on the go, or like if he gets a screw twist in the mix. Like, for instance, Destiny is great at throwing in wrenches all over the place. That's why he can run laps against someone like Hassan.
Yeah, but still at the end of the day, JonTron was right.
I agree.
Oh, definitely. No shit. But it's the thing, JonTron doesn't work with that, but it's kind of like we know the thing.
He's not a debater, that's the thing.
JonTron went into it like a discussion, well, not a debate. Because and I hate that Destiny is the one who has changed the kind of debate culture in YouTube to be a sparring match more so of words.
He kind of has, and I agree. That is kind of shitty. Anyway, chat, I think that's...
he's a fraud, so...
Well, yes. I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. We are going to raid into Temp. Is Temp live yet? He's going to be going live soon. And I'm just going to raid you guys into him. We're going to be starting Dog Wave here in about 5 minutes. And
Dog Wave.
And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. I guess the FTC got on PayPal for banning people, and the FTC is very mad at PayPal for that. So we're going to talk about that and talk about how that's going to go. Unfortunately, I got word that Cinevere, unfortunately, she has a migraine, and so she was unable to come in tonight. Yeah, so unfortunately, she'll come in next week, I believe. next week. Hold on a moment.
I see.
Understandable. Yeah, we'll get her in next week. Say a prayer for her. Say a prayer for her. Yep, Temps live. All right, chat. I'm gonna see you all later. You guys have a fantastic one. If you're on Twitch and YouTube, I'm sending you over to Temp. Also Tari and Hurtbox. If you want to join us on Dogwave, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah,
I would love
jump
to.
on for
You'd love
a
to?
little bit. You know,
Perfect.
I still got work, but I could be on for a few hours.
All right, perfect. Then I'll pull you guys in
Not
once
doing my
I'm done
part.
with the raid. Chat, I love you all. I'll see you on Dogwave here in about 5 or so minutes. If you're on Kick, I'm sending you over to Leaflet though. So if you want to watch on Kick, you got to go tell Temp to make himself a Kick channel. All right, peace and love, chat. Peace and love. Looks like Leaflet's playing some video game. Oh, Leaflet is spreading democracy right now. So go spread democracy with Leaflet if you're on Kick.
Really need to actually have that game played at some point.
There we go.